Happy New Year! I'm Elaine from That Dynamics Group, also previously known as Those Dynamics Guys. So, welcome to my tried and tested videos. So last year, end of last year, I decided that I should be more diligent in documenting all the cool or exciting stuff that I've tested or experimented in Dynamics CE as well as Power Apps. So end of probably after Christmas, as I was documenting, I thought, well, I might as well share it with everyone else what I've learned, so maybe you guys could also benefit from it as well. So in my first video, I would like to talk about the Canvas app custom control in Dynamics CE. So as many of you would have known, this is currently in public preview. So as long as you have a Dynamics CE license and Power Apps license, you can test out this feature. There's nothing that you need to turn on or anything. It's already there on the form. When you add a normal custom control, you can add a Canvas app custom control. So there's two different areas that you can add the custom control. One is on the subgrid. So this is something that I've tried previously before Christmas. Some of you might have seen me posted this on LinkedIn. So on the right hand side, that is actually Canvas app. What happened is that I have I've created a custom app. I've created a Canvas app custom control on the accounts form. I pass in the account information to get retrieve the contacts that pertaining to this North Pole Corporation. So as you can see, I could reflect even the emojis as well, and this is like the name and the job title, so it depends on how you configure your Canvas app form. So another area that you can add custom app is on the field. So here I've added it to the actual revenue field on the opportunity form. So there's a smiley face there. Oops, now it became a sad face. Don't worry, this is just a timer to show you that I have a magic going on Canvas app to change the smiley faces. So what I did is I pass in the actual revenue and the estimated revenue to Canvas app. I wrote the comparison formula. So if estimated revenue is more than the actual revenue, you show a smiley face and vice versa. So it's pretty good. I've tested this out on my system. As you change the actual revenue, you save it, this will be updated automatically updated. The smiley face will change. The only issue I have with this is you see all the white spaces here. That's because I actually could not resize my Canvas app. Is the default portrait or landscape mode, and because all I want to show here is just the smiley face and the actual revenue, I could not it did not take up the whole space. Like it's probably taking up, this is just the top, probably the top part of the Canvas app. So that's why when it shows on the Dynamics form, this is how it looks like. The OCD in me doesn't like it. I've tried resizing the section, dragging it, making it smaller, but yeah, it's just in a fixed size that way. It'd be great if you have a lot of information that you're gonna show here, but yeah, when you only have one or two information like this, it doesn't look great. But anyone out there, if you have tried this out and found a way to do this, I might be missing something, feel free to let me know. Be very glad to know how to solve this, and it'd be good if you can share it with everyone else as well. Okay, so now let's go ahead to the system, and I'll just show you how to add the custom control. So those of you who are familiar with Dynamics CE will probably know how to add them, but here I'll just show you quickly. So I'll come to the settings, you can either go to customization or solution. I just want to access to the entity form. So I've created a solution just to make it easier for me to show it here. And I have these three entities here. I'll just do the same thing that I'm gonna reflect the contact information on my accounts. I'm first gonna show you the subgrid, and then I'm gonna show you how to do it on a field. So if you notice, there's two forms here. There's other types of form as well, like quick view and contact cards and etc. But these are like the forms you see on your unified interface. So I've tried it on the interactive experience and it does not work. When I say it does not work, it means that I could actually configure, I could add the custom control is available. I could add Canvas app custom control. I could open my Power Apps. I could design it, populate the field and everything, but it could not surface back on this form. Like when I save and publish and open the form, it's just a blank section, like nothing appears at all. So I tried it a few times, tried to tweak it, thought that perhaps it's my publishing issue. I tried publish all solutions, but yeah, it just does not show, unfortunately. But it does work on this accounts form, which is a good thing because most of the time we use this as our main form. So now I open my accounts form. I'm just gonna add a section to show the subgrid. Add a new section. Just quickly do that. Just gonna drag it here. Oops. Yeah, just want it below the primary contact. So now I'll insert my subgrid. Okay, I'll first give it a name. I'll just call it contacts. Doesn't matter the label because I don't not showing the label. So here is the data source. So this is where this actually is the information that gonna be surfaced out on your CE again. So it's very important to select the correct view, the correct record, the correct entity, and the correct view based on what information you want, and to configure the view to reflect the columns that you want to display back on Dynamics. Because if the column is not there, let's say if I say I want to display job title but job title is not there, even though when I go to Power Apps I could add it as a field, I could point it to that particular field. When you publish it and you come back to your Dynamics form, you don't see it appearing. So this is a very important step. I'm gonna select here contacts. So I'll have contacts company name, and then I'll show my active contacts. Just add it to make sure my columns are all there. So the full name, email, company name, mobile phone, cool. So I'll just reflect probably the full name and maybe the business phone or the mobile phone. So oops, just change it back to active contacts. Now once that's done, I just go to my control, and here is like how you add any other custom control. For those of you who are familiar with Dynamics CE, just come here and just select Canvas app, click add. So now it shows the view name that you selected and the entity name, and this is the app ID. So the app ID is, I suspect that's the one that is pointing to the app, to the particular app that you configured to be reflected on this form. So don't worry about populating this ID, because once you had it customized and you publish your app, it will automatically be displayed. So I'm just going to click customize to bring me to my Power Apps. So just logging into your Power Apps, you actually create a new app, a new Canvas app. Oops, getting ready, skip. Yeah. So this is the gallery, this is what has been created. I'm not going to meddle too much or write some funky formulas here, because that's not the point of my video. My video is just want to show you how to create the custom control and how it's going to reflect back on the form. So first I just go to file. There's a few things I want to configure here. Probably I just put a name, it's called a contact, screen resolution. So this is the one I could not, so this size is fixed, I could not change it. I could just either change landscape to portrait, and the setting is the lock orientation, so I couldn't resize it to make it smaller. Then on the advanced settings, there's something that I like to turn on, which is the enable app embedding user experience. So I like to turn this on because, or else if you, not so much of the subgrid, but if you embed it on a field, you will see some gray spaces at the top and the bottom. It's as if if the app does not take up the full space, you'll see some gray spaces at the top and the bottom. So when you turn it on, the whole thing will be white, so it looks a bit better. So now once that's done, just go back here. I'm just gonna configure this a little bit. I like to delete this arrow. So I like to change. I like to change my gallery as well. So I'll change it just to show that I can have more than one information on each for every contact. Instead of account ID, I'm just gonna put the full name. So this is the contact's full name. So you can select any of the fields that you have already configured in your view. So this is what I mean when I say you can point it to any field that you want, but if the field is not on the view, after you publish it, you will not see it appearing on Dynamics form. So next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select maybe the mobile phone or the business phone. Not sure if I have any data there, but let's try. Maybe or maybe just email address. Yeah, I'll just do the email address. Yeah, I have some data. It's not in Elf and Rudolph. So good. Select something that I have data. Probably be better. So maybe I just do the mobile phone. Yeah, I have some data here, so you can see it appearing. Okay, cool. So now I'm just gonna quickly save it. So remove the next arrow again. Just don't like it. Maybe I'll just make this a bit bigger. Okay, and you stop meddling with my power apps. So I'm just gonna save this because I already gave it a name. Remember that you need to save and publish it. So once you have configured this and publish it, anytime you want to make changes, you can either make changes from Dynamics CE, you open back your customer control, click customize, or you just directly change it from Power Apps and publish it again, so it'll be reflected. Okay, so just gonna run these ones. Okay, cool. Right. So now I'm just gonna go back to here. Now you see I have my app ID already populated. Next thing you do is to click on the Canvas app, select the control that you want on the web form. So you can't select it for form and table, right? You can select for web, and then just click OK. Now all you gotta do is save and publish the form, and fingers crossed this is gonna work. Tried this 3-4 times and it works. So it's publishing. So you do the same thing when you add onto the field as well. You just select the field or create a new field and then select the Canvas app custom control, and you do the similar thing. So it's publish. I'll just go back to my accounts form, refresh it, and loading. Whew, there it is. So yeah, you have the name and then the mobile number. Now I'm just gonna quickly show you how to edit on the view. Just gonna take any view, maybe just the website view, just quickly show you. It's the same thing. Open up the view, click on control, add control, select canvas app, and then put in the app ID. So another thing that you need to take note of is you could not have more than one canvas app custom control on the form. So if you already have one here and you try to add another one, it'll prompt you an error and tell you that you can only have one canvas app custom control. So that is the one of the limitation of it. I'll just save and close. So that's all the end of the video. I hope you guys have learned something, and let me know if you have any comments, any feedback, and what would you want to be improved in this video so to be more beneficial to all of you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Sorry. Happy power rapping. Bye.